Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Airsoft Al, and I'm gonna wait till more people show up. But this is actually something pretty crazy that I want to share with you guys. Cause believe me, this is honestly something we're kind of sitting on. I was waiting till SHOT Show 2020 kind of went off because I wanted to kind of share this info with you guys because this is actually kind of cool that this is actually happening. So making sure people actually know that we're live now. I want to make sure people know I'm live. Either way, though. The big thing is that SHOT Show 2020 kind of came and gone. A lot of videos are coming out with from SHOT Show 2020. Of course, it was MOA 2019 that actually showed a lot of cool stuff as well. But the big news about it is that apparently VFC is making something kind of cool. They're making a bullpup gas blowback rifle. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, oh, they're making something kind of interesting, right? Like they're making an AUG like GHK? No. Are they making a Tavor? No. This is actually kind of something I'm going to want to set on for a while, but I honestly couldn't set on any longer. I did do a Facebook live stream about this, but I wanted to actually share this with you guys, is that they're making a FAMAS. Yes, they are making a FAMAS gas blowback rifle. Now, I found this out from a guy who actually works for a certain company. I'm not going to say what the company is, but you can probably draw the comparisons of who that company is. But Jesus Christ, this is actually kind of cool. VFC is making a gas blowback FAMAS. Now go ahead and let me know in chat what you think about this, because believe me, this is actually kind of cool and kind of crazy that they're doing that, but I want to kind of speculate how they're going to do this, what it's going to be, how it's going to be set up, what kind of FAMAS are they going with. Are they going with the classic FAMAS with the handguard integrated into it? Are they going with the Evo? Are they going with the one that can accept Stanag AR mags? Honestly, I'm a bit curious, but this is where speculation kind of kicks into play. Now, we can already go ahead and assume that the gas blowback FAMAS will be around the $200, $300 price tag. I mean, then again, most of their gas blowback rifles are around that price tag. The big thing, I think, is that the gas blowback FAMAS will be, I think it's going to work off of the same system that they have for a lot of other gas blowback rifles, or at least the gas blowback bullpups that we have. And I do believe it will be green gas, not really CO2, although I wouldn't be surprised if they did come out with CO2 magazines for the gas blowback FAMAS. Now, plus shorty, EPM mags and 308 MPM mags incoming from PTS, ETA unknown. That's kind of cool to know. That is kind of cool. Anyway, please do share this stream with your friends. That way people can know about this, because believe me, I've been selling this for a while now. I wanted to wait till SHOT Show 2020 kind of came and gone, but it's one of those things. Now, my big thing is, we did have a gas blowback FAMAS in Airsoft once upon a time. This was from Shoei, I think. If I'm pronouncing that right, it's from the same people who made the EBB MG34. Do I believe that they'll copy from that? I think so. I don't know if they will, but I think so. Excuse me. Honestly, I believe that this is kind of a cool idea that they're making this. Do I believe it's going to be a good gun? I don't know. Am I going to believe the hop-up system is going to be probably complicated? I don't know. They'll probably do the same thing that they've done with a lot of other gas blowback rifles, where you have a key that goes into the actual chamber itself for you to actually turn the hop-up system. I believe so. Again, don't hold me to that. I'm just speculating by this point in time. I do believe that there are a lot of other key elements that they might do. I believe that the system will be completely reworked to a point where it's compatible with a lot of other gas blowback parts. I do believe that, honestly, the way the system is going to be, I do believe it is going to be around that FPS limit of a lot of other gas blowback rifles, where it'll be around the 3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I do believe it was Shoei back in the day, but of course I can't find any actual examples of the Shoei gas blowback FAMAS, but I do believe that it will be that particular, they will try to base it off that particular model. If they do, that's a good idea, because the Shoei gas blowbacks, if anyone's ever known about them, are actually kind of good. They actually are really good, and they do hold out. Another element I think a lot of people will probably automatically bring up is that they probably will go to other companies. This particular company will probably go to other companies besides VFC. They'll probably go to WeTech, or they'll do a lot of things. But I do believe that once this gas blowback FAMAS does get released, WeTech will probably copy it and immediately start making a clone of it. Do I believe that will happen? Maybe. WeTech's kind of that notorious company where they'll copy a lot of other gas blowback guns and kind of sell them for cheaper prices, but not be as high quality, but be around that whole thing of, oh, at least it can be upgraded with aftermarket parts to make it a little better. Do I believe that's going to happen? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. It's just one of those things. Something I am wanting to say is that the FPS on this thing may be around the 380, 400 FPS mark. But I could be wrong, because a lot of bullpups have also been around the sub 380. Yep. Yep, the Type 64, that was another one that was actually kind of cool with the remote control. That was honestly really nice. But again, in pure speculation, I'm not really sure fully about this. I honestly do feel kind of awesome. I think it's kind of a good idea that we'll have a FAMAS, but whether or not they'll base it off the original FAMAS with that futuristic handguard that it has, maybe. But at the same time, to kind of utilize the STANAG magazines we have for like the AR platform, I think they will maybe will go with that model where it can take STANAG AR mags. I think. I don't know. I wish I knew, but the person I've talked to is not exactly opening up to me because, well, that person doesn't want to get in trouble for releasing too much information. So I won't bug that person any more than I already have to try and get more info out of them. But what I will say is that the company who's releasing it is actually well known for having some pretty good gas blowbacks. I mean, I'm not saying what those gas blowbacks are, but they are pretty good, especially their Tavor 21 gas blowback and their other gas blowback rifles. Although I may have given away what company it is, considering that there's only one company that makes a gas blowback Tavor. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was actually kind of cool. But again, a gas blowback FAMAS will be something that I think people will either like or hate in airsoft. It's sort of the FAMAS has kind of gotten a love-hate relationship, unless you're talking about the Tokyo Marui FAMAS. But again, we'll see what comes. And of course, obviously, if they go with the original FAMAS with the whole straight mag variant, then obviously we could be seeing something of that nature where people are going to want to go with that, and they'll either 3D print or there will be aftermarket parts to where it can have a magwell adapter to where it can accept the STANAG magazines. But again, with that $200 to $300 price tag, I can definitely see maybe a niche group of people actually buying the gas blowback FAMAS. I don't know. I mean, then again, with G&G recently coming out with their gas blowback pistol and them now having their gas blowback carbine, the little pistol carbine kit selling out quickly, I wouldn't be surprised if the FAMAS immediately came for pre-order and the pre-orders immediately sold out, or the gun itself sold out. Because again, when it comes to gas blowback rifles, the market is very weird in a sense. But again, I don't know exactly how people will react to this. But with me leaking this out, I'm kind of worried that people are going to come at, certain companies are going to kind of come after me and be like, hey, shut the fuck up, cease and desist order. But in all seriousness, though, it'll obviously have the threaded barrel that we want, either depending on how it is. It could either be 14mm negative or could be positive threading. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably 14mm negative threading is probably what's going to be the standard threading for that barrel. It will have probably a good hop-up unit. It will have maybe the standard gas blowback hop-up unit where you stick a key inside of it and you twist it. Or maybe they'll go with like a lot of other FAMAS a lot of the other FAMASs where you take off the cheek well and you twist a knob inside of it to actually adjust the hop-up. They may go with that. But again, the information I have so far is scarce, and it's purely speculation by this point in time. In terms of the fire selector, it may be the same as the FAMAS, or may not. Again, I don't know. It's just purely speculation. But in terms of the construction quality, it will probably be the same high quality that we know from the company and VFC. Again, it's just one of those things of, I got no idea, so I will give you guys updates and more leaks when I know. But we'll definitely have to keep an eye out on VFC for when they actually talk about their gas blowbacks. Again, just to kind of recap those who are joining the video or have just reached the end, VFC is making a gas blowback FAMAS. It could very well be within the $200 to $300 range, and either will accept a wholly proprietary FAMAS magazine, or they may do it where it accepts the STANAG AR magazines. Again, pure speculation. But I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments section, and let me know what you think about VFC making a gas blowback from Oz. Be sure to share the video around so that way, more people kind of get informed of saying, hey, VFC is making a gas blowback from Oz, and whether or not it'll be released in 2020 is wholly up to speculation because, again, supposedly they've been working on this thing for a while now. And whether or not it'll be based off the Shoei gas blowback from Oz, once again, is purely speculation. But it would be kind of cool to see. It will be cool. What am I saying? Kind of cool. It will be cool to actually see a gas blowback from Oz because it's been a while since we've seen one in Airsoft. And to my knowledge, it was only in Asia we ever saw a gas blowback from Oz. So, again, something to look forward to. But in my opinion, if they do get it to where it releases, it may be either announced mid-2020 or released or announced late 2020. So I'm guessing either in summer or fall 2020 or even around winter 2020 when that season comes around. As for whether or not it will be released in 2020, again, that's wholly speculation. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go to try and release it for a 2021 release date. But then again, this being Airsoft, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. As always, I'm an Airsoft Al, and again, share the video around, let people know, hey, VFC's making a gas blowback from us. And if you like what I do, consider liking, subscribing, all that good happy horse shit. And if you want to support the channel, we do have a PayPal donation link that you can click on to donate to our PayPal to kind of help us keep the lights on here at the studio. And as always, I'm an Airsoft Al, the common man's Airsofter, who leaks out really cool information. So you can find out about it and maybe get me in trouble and get me a cease and desist. Who knows? Anyway, thank you all for joining me. As always, I will see you all in the next video. Till next time.